I wanted to share something that I've experienced my entire life, which is being alienated for being different. I think all of us are different in one way, shape, or form, right? Because we're all unique. We all have different mindsets, different approach towards life, and that's what makes it so vibrant and beautiful, and what makes it worth living. Because that's from different perspectives we grow, or that's what we should be doing, listening to different perspectives, raising the questions to evolve, to grow. The problem is, and now more than ever, now I've experienced this my entire life. I remember when I was a young kid, instead of listening to the popular song, I was listening to something completely different, something that a normal, in quotes, child wouldn't listen, and immediately you get labeled. You're the weirdo, you're this, you're a hippie, you're a radical, whatever, right? Move forward to my adult life just by raising questions and not following the mainstream, right? Not following what the vast majority of people are saying, this is what you should be doing. If you were just raise the question, why? Why? Why should I be doing what everyone else is doing? I'm just asking, I'm not hating on anybody, just asking. I don't want to do this. I want to do it in a different way. Oh no, but it can't be done. You have to immediately, you get warned, right? Like, oh man, something might happen to you. So you have to be extra careful. That made me even question more. Like, why would you want to warn me to live my own life? I think we live in a society that is very hypocrite and inconsistent, because on the one hand they tell you be yourself, I think it's hilarious, because what the fuck does that even mean? They don't, the ground to actually become yourself is laid out in a form, in such a way that it makes it very difficult for you to really develop as your true being, right? To develop your true self, because they're always bombarding you with things to follow, to things to do as the normal people, right? So it's almost like you have no freedom of choice. It's already being chosen for you, right? Not by you. So on the one hand, they tell you be yourself, and on the other hand, if you are a little bit different or go against the mainstream, the establishment, they tell you, no. Yeah, be yourself, but don't be too much of yourself. Just be careful, man. You don't want to be too much like that. So I think that's hilarious, man. And those inconsistencies are the ones where I thrive. That's what I decided to become who I am today, because I see a lot of incongruence with people, and society, of course. And basically, I also wanted to share with you guys that if you are this type of person that is different from something so small, I'm not talking about conspiracy theories or anything like that. I'm talking about from the simplest, smallest thing. It could be the color of your hair, a tattoo, or your style. If you deviate just a little bit from what's considered to be normal or accepted by society, you're going to get critiqued. You're going to get criticized. That's just what it is, because you're not going with the flow. So they'll tell you like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? And that's fucked up. But I've experienced it my whole life. Now, sadly, more than ever, we're seeing it because of the division, polarization, based on personal choices, instead of respecting one another or listening to one mindset and the other, and comparing it, and then bringing some evolving, combining it to get something better. We're seeing a lot of division and fighting, like, oh, you are a conspiracy theorist, or you are crazy, you are a radical, blah 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 blah. And that's what's fucked up. That's what makes me sad, and makes me want to fight even more for what I believe in, for what I stand for, right? But if you're the type of person that questions, that you're always thinking something in a different way, you see the pink elephant in the room and you want to talk about it, because what's being told is you should never talk about the pink elephant in the room, because it might make or feel someone else uncomfortable. So you should always be mindful of someone else's feelings instead of yours. But at the same time, you should be yourself. There's something called communication, social calibration. Yes, you should always be yourself and express yourself as long as you don't damage anybody else, right? If you have social knowledge about how to interact with one another, if you know communication, you're not going to do it just for the spite of it, or to make someone feel bad, right? On purpose, you're not going to do it purposefully, right? But if by being you and staying true to your heart and to yourself, you offend someone, well, you should be very clear that you're not doing it for that. You're just staying true to yourself, right? But that's what creates true conversations, discussions. That's what creates dialogue, basically, and that's what builds the how do you call them, the basis of a better society, right? A better community. Because on one hand we have people that are, in quotes, the radicals, the left, that is always questioning, that doesn't follow what's the rules, this and that, is like, no, always questioning. And on the other hand, we have people that never question anything and they just follow it and they just do what they're told. I think both of them are necessary to balance the equation of the cosmos, of the world. None is better and none is worse. That's the first thing. You should not feel bad for who you are, whether you're on one hand or on one side or the other. We're both on the same motherfucking side. And all of us, I think, all we want is to live a better life, to evolve. That's what we want. I hope so. I know there's some evil motherfuckers out there. So don't feel bad about it, right? And this whole topic of you're perfect the way you are, I want to bring that up because I don't want to sound new age in this bullshitty form of saying, yeah, you're perfect and you're fine just the way you are, just be yourself. No, I think that's not the case. I think as long as you're working upon yourself, even if it's small, very small steps, but you're doing something to better and to evolve physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, every day you're doing something to grow, to learn something new, and to evolve, right? You're working upon yourself. That's the only way that you can truly say, I accept myself. I love the way that I am. I am perfect the way that I am because I'm working upon myself. And now I can truly say, I don't care about what the fuck you say, right? You can be confident in that. But that is necessary because we're all different. And whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, whatever thoughts you have, if they deviate a little bit from what's accepted, it's okay, man. As long as you're working upon yourself and you're not damaging anybody else, that's okay, man. That's fucking okay. That's what I want to bring up. Stay on course, right? Stay on course. I know by my own experience, it's hard. You're always getting questioned because you don't follow the mainstream. You don't follow the what's the flow, what everyone else is doing, or what everyone else is telling you that is okay, from diet, from what you eat, from what you wear. It could be anything. So to wrap it up, I want to give you some advice or some points where you can develop more of this. First of all, you got to create a mental strength, and it's just a physical strength also, and emotional strength. You have to be very strong. You have to protect yourself. So don't talk about this just with random people, right? First and foremost, do it for yourself because you really want to learn. You really are congruent with who you are. You accept yourself first. Then, if you'll see if someone else accepts you, if you can work and function in a society. But first, work upon you to love you yourself, accept yourself, and all this. Then, no matter what happens, you'll always get critiqued. You're always going to be criticized for following something different. Again, it could be something so simple as raising a question on religion or on food or on, goddamn, even a fucking football team. Something so small, it'll always create controversy. So you'll always be critiqued no matter what. Even if you're the type of person that is never gets into a fight, always follows the rules, you're bound to be critiqued. So if this is going to, just by being yourself, and the more you are connected with your true self and you express yourself, the more you're going to get critiqued and criticized, and people are going to point at you. If this is going to happen, no matter what, you have to be extra careful who you surround yourself with, right? Be very careful. Pay extra attention to your relationships, your spouse, your significant other, your friends, your family. You have to cut out a lot of people that, if you are already getting criticized by who you are, and on top of that, you are surrounded with close relationships that also critique you, you're gonna end up depressed. I've been there. I've been in situations in my life where I felt that, I've been questioning myself because everyone was questioning. I was like, you know what? You guys are right. I'm just a piece of shit. So you end up in a very bad, dark place, almost sometimes to the brink of suicide. So be careful who you surround yourself with. The other thing is, you're not alone. You're not alone. No matter how crazy your thoughts are, there's always going to be someone there that you can connect with, that you can vibe with. So feel free to reach out. Right? You're not alone. That gives you some sort of a breathe. Like, oh man, so I'm not fucking crazy after all. There's someone else that thinks similar or lives in a similar way. That's what's up, right? And lastly, stay on course. Stay on course. We need you. The world needs different perspectives. That's what makes it so vibrant. All right? We don't want to live in a square. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the word. Harmonious, or I forgot the word, but in a bland, flavorless life. We need to add a pinch of salt, pepper, and some herbs, some spice. That's what makes it worthwhile. All right. So we need you. Stay on course. Keep working upon yourself. And if you're raising the questions, if you're bringing up the uncomfortable topics that nobody else wants to talk about, in spirituality, health, physical self, emotional self, the mindset, no matter what, stay on course. Right? It gets hard, but you're not alone, and we need you. Right? So be strong. Have the courage to follow your heart. Always listen to your heart, even to whatever end. Right? Even if it means being alone or whatever. Again, you're never truly alone, but always listen to your heart, because your heart never lies. Right? Your heart, your intuition, is connected with something greater than you, and something that transcends the body and the mind. So listen to your heart, and you'll always be fine. That was the message that I wanted to transmit. Thank you for listening. Be the best version of yourself. Omete outro.